Yesterday's too long ago. Don't agree with what I know. Tomorrow got no place to be. I see the line in the sand. Time to find out who I am. Looking back to see where I stand. Evolution, evolution. See my reflection change. Nothing ever stays the same. But you know the name's the game. We all know what it means. Nothing's ever what it seems. Unforgiven, unforeseen. I see the line in the sand. Time to find out who I am.
Your beard was struggling until you found the elegant Sasquatch.
It's Suplex Syndicate time! Let's get ready to rumble!
Chaos, you should have put this one in the vault, man. They not ready.
I am Tactical Santa, the Smack Talker Slaywalker, the Michael Jordan of Kringle Jingle! If you're not down with the Squatch, you can suck it! Spray and slay with the Fragrance Fiend! Suplex Syndicate, baby! Heads off! Rah! And you can't teach that. Hey! What am I doing with these two clowns?
That's gonna ruin your plan and don't fuck with John Cena. I'm a bad man. With the mic in my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in the fight with my hands, I'm a bad man. Living in the streets all my life, I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. I'm a bad man. With the mic in my hands, I'm a bad man. Even in the fight with the hands, I'm a bad man.
Sponsored by the elegant Sasquatch.
What's going on, Jay? Welcome into the Suplex Syndicate. It is that time. It is your man, the elegant Sasquatch one himself. Who are you, and what do you do?
I is the 30 Spray J, the spell housing, and you know, what do? I smell good, I look good, I talk some wrestling. What is up, elegant?
Yo, what is going on, Jay? How you doing, man? Long time no see. I wasn't on the show last week. Sorry, I was coming back from an event. I missed it. I missed a lot of stuff.
And you know, there's some things missing tonight. So it's like
there's two bums, yeah.
two bums. Hey, yo, Tactical Santa is at a Kiss concert or
At a bowling alley.
maybe at a bowling alley. It could be Kiss at a bowling alley. And Shifty did some great charity work yesterday and lost his voice in all the yelling and pride and everything that they did. I know that they did some beds for tots for some kids that don't have beds. So
we'll give Shifty a pass. Dino, on the other hand, he's dead to us. He's dead. No, we're kicking him out of the group. We are, you know, he's gone. He's out. He's gone.
RKO out of nowhere. So
exactly.
Before we get started,
Yes.
Let's see if there's anybody in the chat. So
Sir.
we've got. Go ahead. Talk. I'll click.
That's all you, Jay. That's all you. I don't do the reading. You know that. I'm just the face. You do everything else.
Oh,
Gohan Jr. What is going on, bud?
Gohan Jr. We've got some Alley Cat.
Alley Cat,
Hey,
what is
thanks
going
for
on?
coming.
Who else we got?
Hello,
Randall.
Suplexes.
Yo,
Randall Crunk.
what is going on, Randall?
Thanks for showing up. Shout out Shifty, of course. Shout out Shifty. You know,
Exactly.
I think we got another pretty face, pretty beard in the lineup now.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Hey, yo, what's going on, Adam?
Yes, Adam, good to come see you.
Yes.
Let me get back over to what I was gonna say though is we have I'm just gonna click down. We have Beardmania 2 coming from Elegant Sasquatch, correct?
Yes, sir. April 15th, right before WrestleMania.
Oh,
2 days. I had big shoes to fill from last year. Last year, I put out 4 incredible bangers. Last year, it was one based off of Ric Flair, Woo. We had Rest in Peace based off The Undertaker. We had Squatch 316 based off of Stone Cold. And then we also had the OTC, the other tribal chief, based off of Roman Reigns. This year.
Whoa. That was original tribal chief, and I am wearing that today. So he will not be the other tribal chief when he is in.
Like I said, I had big shoes to fill, and I think I did it this time. First off, we are starting off with Madness. So Madness is going to be the first one.
Oops.
No, you're good. The second one is going to be the bad guy, Razor Ramon.
Hey, yo.
This one has a Chase label to it. So there's an NWO label to it. So it's red and black. This is the purple and gold one. Each one of them, the Chase labels are going to be 1 and 6. So every 6th order going out, we'll get a Chase label. I'm actually going to show you the Beard Life Chase because I forgot I grabbed the wrong one. This is the Beard Life John Cena one. Well, you can't see him. It says Word Life, but the Beard Life is the normal one. And then,
wow.
I know this is what y'all are here for.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
The final.
Yes.
So I don't know. When you wouldn't tell me about this, I was extremely excited for it. So we have the 4th and final mystery opponent for the Beardmania 2 by Elegant Sasquatch Beard Grooming.
Yes.
And dude, who is it? I don't know yet. So let me just
hit the button.
Hit the button.
Yes. Bray Wyatt himself, the Buzzard King. This is the normal label. It is a dark floral smoky scent. I'm actually wearing it today.
Wow.
It smells fantastic. So that is the normal bottle. Right? There is a Chase label. This one is 1 in 12. That is the Chase label. It is the Fiend. All these are going to be the same profiles, just different labels to them. Same product. So this is the Chase label to it. So it is, this is the Let Me In Chase to the Buzzard King. So, yeah. So this is, like I said, this is a dark floral smoky scent. The Macho is a smoky, fruity scent. The bad guy is a boozy leather scent, and the John Cena Beard Life one is a light spring scent. It's very citrusy, has white tea in it. It's fantastic. So,
and this is all being dropped right before WrestleMania, just like last year.
Yep.
I bought all 4 cents from you last year, and everyone would put you in a top contender spot for me as far as beard products go.
Okay.
But man, I do not think that you would ever say Bray Wyatt. I really thought it was going to be like a CM Punk or even a Triple H or a Cody Rhodes. I would have never guessed you doing the Buzzard King. That is awesome. I definitely have to try to chase that.
Thank you. And you know what? First of all, big shout out to EDC. He did release the CM Punk one. I think this past Friday. So big shout out to Lee over there. So I couldn't do the CM Punk because I didn't want to be copying him. So the Bray Wyatt is up. So he is the fourth member. He is taking on Razor Ramon and Beardomania 2. So
that is, dude, imagine that match. Imagine Bray Wyatt and a Scott Hall match, bro.
Yes, yeah. So it will be
because they could both talk the mic.
Exactly.
So Bray Wyatt would do some amazing Scott Hall impressions, and just I don't know who would be a better contender on the mic for those two. That is a dream match that I did not know I needed. But thank you because of Beardomania 2.
Beardomania 2. They will be out 7 a.m. on the 15th of April. So in a couple of days, Wednesday. So
3 days.
Yep.
3
days. So
and I think we are we're about 8 days or 7 days away from WrestleMania 2.
7 next Saturday.
So what's been going on? What's your stories about the what ifs of we got Raw.
Yeah.
It's simmering. It's simmering.
You know what? There are some things that are cooking on Raw. I'm gonna say, CM Punk is definitely cooking. He's been cooking for the last month in his promos. This past Monday, he dropped basically a formulated pipe bomb. That was kind of scripted, talking about TKO needs to lower the prices, and what do you know? TKO lowered the prices.
Dude, bro, that what? That happened on SmackDown too. Yeah. But let's keep it going because WrestleMania is the biggest event of the year. They've got to be cooking with grease a little bit.
Yeah, and then you got Danhausen being Danhausen and cursing everybody, which is again, Danhausen is my Lord and Savior. And I said it from the beginning, and I'm going to keep saying it until, I had mentioned this in our little group chat that we had. As a friend of mine said it, I've never seen somebody come into the WWE and be so hated, and within a matter of 2 weeks, turn it 100% around and be loved by everybody. Everybody, even though he doesn't look like a crazy wrestler, he is pure comedy gold. So I'm here for it. I want more Danhausen. So
and we also have the Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton story.
They've shot themselves in the foot with this whole Pat McAfee thing, and it's so stupid, and nobody cares. What was it? Wasn't it the least? Thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. Wasn't it the least rated segment of all time, or in the last 10 years?
Yeah.
Of the Pat McAfee show of or whatever. It was a 0.52 or whatever.
Hey, you know what though? I'm one of those old school fans that this has got to be a twist. If it is not, and they have dropped the ball and they're just continuing this storyline all the way to whatever, I think WWE's dropped the stick and they should just be advertising Viagra in the middle of the ring because they can't get it up anymore with these stories.
This one is the Cody Randy alone by itself would have been great. And then you have, you had Randy talking to whoever on the phone, which ended up being Pat McAfee, and they dropped the ball so bad on that. They could have went so many different ways. They could have brought somebody in that you weren't expecting. They could have brought somebody in from TNA that they wouldn't have been expecting, just in general. But no, this is what we got to deal with. And now TKO and WWE have to deal with all the backlash that all the fans hate. I have not met one single
Bro,
fan that has actually liked this. Not one.
bro, I could tell you that they could have spun it this week, and all they had to do was get Pat McAfee on the
Yeah.
phone in the background, and Randy Orton, like, who you talk to, it's all going, and then keep it going. But man, I think that they don't know what they did. I hope that it's a twist, because this isn't. It was they had the teacher versus the student for a round 2, and that yet this time it was Randy Orton, going for the belt. They could have did so much
Yeah.
with this, and they're just
The
not doing it.
with this, to me, it just seems like WWE is throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. And this is the only thing that they could come up with. Either their writing or
Right.
their creative team is in such a funk they don't know what to do, or they legitimately thought this was a good idea. And either way, it's garbage. So
Yeah, for sure. And then there's more. Okay, let's just start with the drops of the rumors of what's going on, because we also got to bring up this whole Jade versus Rhea thing that I'm hearing rumors it's not happening.
was it? Yeah, you know what? Inform me, because I'm kind of out of the loop on this one. Because I know like I know in this past SmackDown they Rhea beat up the 2 going into Jade, but
Well,
that's all I know. So
I don't, again, it's just internet tales, and you see a post and you're like, oh my gosh, is this true? But I seen pictures of Rhea on a hospital gurney, uh, legs, this, that, the other. But then I also did see an interview where, the reason why she slimmed down was because she was having back issues. Rhea said that wasn't true. And, I've also seen a lot of disrespect towards Jade Cargill, saying that she was juiced up.
I
And
I can 100% see that, but I can also
no,
see that about Rhea too. So
I think both. I think Jade is all natural. I've seen some old, like, high school pictures of her. She's always been just like Bianca Belair.
uh,
Bianca Belair is a freak of nature, of strength in a woman.
so who do you got? Who do you got winning this match? By the way,
Dude, I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to Jade, just because something's going to happen where it's going to be a bigger come out, and then that person that's supposed to help Rhea is going to join up with Jade.
yeah. So that's yeah. You know what? I'm gonna take the opposite. I'm gonna see Rhea. Rhea's gonna win the belt back. It's just because Rhea's their number one. Rhea's still their cash cow, and yeah, no pun intended, but that's I'm gonna go with Rhea on this one. But by the way, I'm sorry, are we doing predictions right now, or are we just going through what
Hey,
happened?
we can do what we do. It's a what if all the way through.
Okay, so who did you have in the last match? Cody versus and Randy.
Oh boy, I'm going with my boy Randy Orton. He's going
Yeah.
for 15 time.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, even if you agree with me, maybe you don't, but I say Randy's getting that 15.
yeah. Yeah, I can see it, because like even Cody with his promos, he's kind of talking about like he wants to become a heel, and he it's just I think he's tired of being the good guy all the time. So
Yeah, for sure.
So who we got next?
Oh, okay. We got to talk about it because they both are dropping some heat.
Oh yeah,
and Randy Orton and CM Punk. Oh my gosh, CM Punk! He's starting to get, CM Punk is starting to get under my skin to a point of I'm starting to enjoy him again.
Yes, he's for the last month, maybe month and a half, he's been cooking. Basically, ever since that one promo that he cut on Roman and his family, where he's going to bury him right next to his dad, ever since then, every promo that he's dropped has just been fire. And since Roman's still a part-timer and he hasn't really made any any comebacks, it makes it even better.
Hey, no. Well, I mean, if they wrote him out, with the last CM Punk got his payback to him, and he's getting a little family time because he's a worker, he's a full-time father. So, I mean, AJ Lee ain't been around as much as, I haven't, so.
Yeah, so.
But do you think that Roman Reigns could finally bring back his tribal chief persona and get a championship he hasn't won? I mean, technically he has, but technically he hasn't. He's never won this world heavyweight title because, the two titles that, were Raw and SmackDown, he won, and that was the undisputed. And then they created this title with Seth Rollins and, so on and so forth.
I mean, first of all, I don't think he'll ever bring back the tribal chief or the bloodline tribal chief gimmick, even though he has his lackey Usos back with him. I don't think they're going to go back down that road. Because at this point, what would they be gaining if they keep on with that bloodline? What are they going to be gaining with that? So,
I would think that Jay and Jimmy kind of stay in their own lane, and maybe Jacob, maybe this, maybe that, because then that's got to put Jacob in line against Roman eventually for a title, because I think Jacob Fatu is title worthy.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, but he's not right now. He has to get through McIntyre first, and wherever that lands, and then they go from there. So,
speaking of which, that segment is cooking. Drew McIntyre handcuffing Jacob.
I was going to say, wow, Drew McIntyre changed a lot there.
Hey, no picture. Well, I don't have a bunch of pictures of wrestlers on my phone, okay? Unlike you.
No, it's just it's nothing but beard pictures. That's all it is,
But yeah, Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre. That's a match I'm looking forward to.
Okay, first off, before we even get into that, why is this match on the pre-show? Why? Why is this a pre-show match? This is probably going to be the second best match of both cards, right behind the Oba and Brock match. This right here has enough heat behind it to be close to it, if not a main event match. But you're going to put it on the ESPN 1 hour pre-show. Like there's 4 matches on both nights all together, and this is one of them. What was the other one that's going to be on there at the same time? Hold on, and it's the 6-man. So you're telling me that the Jacob Fatu Drew McIntyre match is the same quality as the 6-man Logan Paul Austin Theory I Show Speed versus the Uso and LA Knight match? Get the hell out of here! No, absolutely not. No. This they could have bumped one of these other matches. Like they could have bumped the Seth Rollins Gunther match to the pre-show. They could have bumped, the AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch match to the pre-show. They could have done that. That would have been perfectly acceptable. I would have been perfectly okay with this. Jacob's gonna win this match. He's gonna win this match because Drew is going away. But it is going to be bloody. There's going to be some shit thrown around, excuse my language, and somebody's probably going to get thrown into like a truck. It's going to be great. I want to see this match.
Yeah, definitely. And this whole storyline has been rocking. I don't know. I don't understand why it's not really a main. They put too much emphasis on night 1, night 2, but then it's only 4 matches that they're really promoting for, a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, and they still haven't talked about who attacked Jacob Fatu. They never even brought that back up. So Jacob Fatu came back after his dental surgery or his injury, and nobody talked about why he got hurt or who hurt him. That's that's stupid. Did they just completely forget it, or are they going to bring that back up after Mania? Yeah.
it could also happen at Mania. And, The Rock is going to help Jacob Fatu. The Rock is going to help Roman Reigns. The Rock is going to
I was
help
going to say,
Randy
so
Orton.
it's just going to be the Rock. So it's going to be Rockamania. Is that what you're going to be calling it?
Rockamania, baby.
Rockamania.
Rockamania, baby.
So
If you smell what I'm
it's going to be so bad. It's going to be terrible. But my pick for this match is Jacob, because I'm a big Jacob guy. Actually, right behind me. Actually got the shirt.
Oh,
yeah.
You're getting a Samoan tattoo next?
Oh no, I won't go that far. But I do have the shirt, so I'm not. Nah, so
yeah, I am definitely a Jacob Fatu fan. And you know what? Drew's going away to film some Highlander, and I am a big Highlander fan growing up. So hopefully he can come back with a some kind of badass character for when he does come back, and hopefully that movie does the Highlander some justice.
Maybe, hopefully,
yeah.
So
I think it's a good time, if any, to bring up that I am rocking the Elegant Sasquatch. I still love this Hail to the King.
But by the way, so many people were asking me for it. It's back now, officially back on the main lineup. I'm working on the clone right now. It's marinating right now, so it's not done yet. It won't be done for a little while. You guys got to remember, when I sell out a cologne, it takes me 2 months to make that cologne back. So you're rocking that one. I'm rocking this one today.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
This is the one I'm rocking. Like I said, dark floral. So,
and your labels are getting so much better with each artwork that you create.
I'm trying.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? To be honest with you, the artwork is harder than to make the scent. The artwork is the hardest part out of all of it. Which is crazy.
Say I don't want to draw or can't draw. When I start plugging into all my creative designs and everything, like it takes a whole bunch of talking to try to make something happen.
Yeah. Each one of these labels legitimately takes me about a day, 24 hours of actual work, if not longer. So, yeah.
Man. So I don't really have a picture of the Danhausen, but we should talk about it. What we've been saying, I can't wait for Danhausen to wrestle.
I was going to say he had a match.
It finally happened. SmackDown, Danhausen had a match.
It was Danhausen with Kits with a T, because everybody's been calling him Kip. Kit with a T. Kit Wilson with the Miz on the outside. And surprisingly, it was really good. Like, it wasn't crazy, but it fit Danhausen. Like, it, the Miz got poked in the eye and then, Kit got cursed on the top rope, and there was a tiny in Danhausen fashion, tiny pyro, which was great. Just like I said, Danhausen is my Lord and Savior, and I won't change it.
Look, dude, he could even bring another run out for the Miz, and the Miz and him tag team, and it could be the Awesome Evil.
Very evil, very awesome. Yes.
Very evil, very awesome.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and then you know what? Also on Friday there was a backstage segment with him and R-Truth.
Yes.
It was a giant commercial. Don't get me wrong. It was a giant commercial for R-Truth just telling Danhausen to download the app for ESPN, and it was Danhausen's just standing there like, I don't know what to do. But like the previous week, R-Truth is calling Danhausen Oscar.
Yeah.
Which is funny. And then so Damian Priest came into this, and he was like, so he basically, R-Truth made Damian sound like he was calling Dan Oscar, which was really funny. And this is why we all love Danhausen.
Yes.
We're going to change the show to Danhausen 24/7.
Bro. And the fact that, R-Truth and Damian Priest are the tag team champions.
Yep.
And they're even using some of Damian Priest's Puerto Rican heritage with the new shirts.
Yeah. Yeah.
up. You
Yeah.
know, like I'm not Puerto Rican. I can't say how they do it, but
Not even
man, it's all comedic royalty right there. To see Danhausen and R-Truth bring some humor back into everything.
It is
I love the creep away. I love how he disappears, but then you still see him.
Oh, the best ones are the ones when he's on stage and then he does the puff of smoke and the lights go out, but yet you can still see him on the side of the stage. And then he's one time a couple of days ago, or I think it was last week, his mic was still on. He was like, "Oh crap, they can still hear me." Like,
oh, dude, like
it's so great.
I love how he gives free shirts on one side, but then he's like, "Hey, you can go that way and go to the merch booth and buy some Danhausen."
Yes, it's great. It's so great.
Very equal. Danhausen is definitely turning into, and he can wrestle as much as they, the match was relatively pretty.
It was okay for what it was. It was okay for what it was. Just put it that way. It wasn't a 10-star Dave Meltzer special. It wasn't that. No. But for his first WWE match,
yes,
yeah,
they are building him up. They're gonna show he can really wrestle eventually, and it's gonna blow everybody's minds of how.
And see, what makes him great is he doesn't look like a stereotypical wrestler. He looks like somebody that was working at a gas station that just decided to wrestle one day. Like he does. He's not really toned that well, and that's what's making him great. Like it's just he looks like Mr. Burns from The Simpsons, the way he walks with his hands, and it's great. He even says it. I'm paraphrasing what he said. So yeah. So
right.
All right. No, so what we got next time?
Oh my gosh. I could talk about Danhausen for all night because I'm just so down that rabbit hole.
Exactly.
Real quick, on another wrestling front that I caught this week, the Hardys defeated the Righteous, and I'm pretty sure it was a tables, ladders, and chairs match. And over on TNA, and that was cooking. I think there is great mainstream information about that. The Elegant Sasquatch. Oh, dude, I love it.
Yes, that's going to be my name next week or in 2 weeks because we're not going to be on next week because of WrestleMania. But yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Yeah, so it'll be Danhausen.
Yeah.
Did we mention John Cena's hosting this year? We didn't even mention that.
Okay, whoa! I didn't want to bring it up because I don't know if it's true.
Oh no, it's true. It's on their page. I'm looking at it right now. He is hosting.
Oh my gosh! Because John Cena posted a little coffee mug that says, "I'm retired. Do it yourself."
Yeah, no, he's gonna he's gonna be hosting. Okay.
Oh my gosh! So I know that all it's going to be is hosting because John Cena is not he's not coming back at all. Let's not get our hopes up. What's up, OJ Fitzroyal? Thank you for coming in.
So what's the next match that what's the next match we got?
Gosh, I don't really have any pictures. Okay, so I said the Hardys and the Righteous.
Yeah.
Did you see Abyss and Father Joe's farewell?
I did not.
Nope, didn't see any of that. Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I've been busy this week. I apologize. I'm just now starting to catch up on all the stuff that's happened over the last week and the other companies. I'm catching up on the AEW stuff, so it's just bear with me,
Yeah, I guess.
So
definitely.
All right. So
dropping all.
Yeah, I'm dropping the ball this week. I apologize. So, what else we got, Jay?
I don't. Let's see what we got.
You know what? Okay, so just going through Saturday's match, we already talked about the Cody Orton match, the Stephanie
Oh, Trick
Liv match.
Williams. Oh my gosh. Why
Okay.
have we not talked about Trick Williams?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so the thing I love about it is it's going to be a good match against Trick Williams and Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
The downfalls of it is now Little Yachty is involved, another celebrity, but the highlight of that is he actually blends well with Trick Williams's personality. So it's like it's almost like he's part of the entourage of Trick Williams, and it actually flows.
But at the same time, wouldn't this been a better match if this was Carmelo and not Sammy?
Oh.
Like, I would have been so much happier because the whole lineup and not have Carmelo on the lineup is just it's a shame. It's a travesty. Like, nobody wanted. I would be perfectly okay if they would have got rid of Sammy and put Carmelo on in this match. They should have kept the belt on Carmelo because he's been cooking. But it's just it's so dumb. Like, it's so dumb. I'm going with Trick. Trick's going to be the new intercontinental, couch potato title holder or whatever. I don't know what belt is it? The Intercontinental belt, the North American belt. I don't know.
I thought it was the U.S.
Oh yeah, it is the U.S. one. So Trick Williams is going to be the new U.S. title.
You threw me completely off. I was like, whoa.
I am perfectly okay with it. I don't know who's the Intercontinental. I don't know. I think that's on Raw. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I'm here for Trick winning that. Hopefully it wins it clean. Hopefully there's not going to be any shenanigans in this, but there's probably will be. And so that one, that's on night 2. So we talked about the Ray. You know what? What about they spoiled the Demon Balor, which kind of sucks because everybody would have went nuts if it would have been Demon Balor coming out, not Finn versus Rey Mysterio.
Okay, real quick, they could have did what, and they already have the blueprint of how to do it. They could have done flashes of promos or something with the Demon and not showed him like they used to do the Undertaker. Remember when the Undertaker didn't show up for like 7 weeks, but there was a badass promo?
Yep. But yeah, they just ruined. It's gonna be a good match because Dom has put on some really good, chicken crap heel matches, and Finn can still go even though he's like 500 years old and that man doesn't age. He can still go. So that's going to be a good match. You know what? Finn's going to win. I don't think any titles are up for grabs for this one. So I think Finn's going to win this one.
You know what though? I think it's about time that they kind of push Finn a little bit harder than what they were. He's right up there with Seth Rollins. Like, they were good for the 10 years. So why, if you're going to push Seth Rollins the way you have been, like, I think Finn should be right up there. He brings a new storyline to everything.
Yeah, exactly. So, like I said, we're both going to go with Finn with that one. So, you know what? Should we start talking about? Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. You can't bring the Demon back and the Demon lose again, because they brought the Demon back with Roman Reigns and then he lost. And that was like the big defeat.
Yep. So,
yeah.
All right.
Now, what should we talk about?
I was going to say, you want to start talking about the first hour on ESPN matches before we really go into the meat of the cards? All right, so you got the Intercontinental Champion ladders match. It's Penta. Penta's the Intercontinental Champion versus Javon Evans versus Dragon Lee versus JD Funko Pop, as Jim Cornette would call him, versus Rusev versus Rey Mysterio. There's too many people in this match, first of all. Too many.
There's going to be 4 injuries in the next 3 months.
Yeah. You know what? I have a feeling Penta's gonna lose, and Javon Evans is gonna win this one.
Well, he will be the youngest debut of WrestleMania, right? He's 21.
That one
Okay,
I
so
could not tell.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't even born, or he was born the
Yeah,
year after Rey Mysterio debuted at WrestleMania,
yeah,
and he's
that was
21 years. Yeah,
that's absolutely crazy. So, like I said,
I
my choice is going to be Javon Evans because they have been pushing him. Even though Penta's a great champion, Javon Evans is going to win this one in my book.
it's going to be a great high flying match. I just hope that everyone can remain healthy after they do some spectacular
Yeah,
whatever off the ladders and
yeah,
everything.
absolutely. So you have that one, and then we're not even going to talk about the 6-man tag team with I Show Speed because nobody cares. Nobody cares about that one. The one that we really care about is the Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar match, which should have been the main event in one of the nights or close to it, but it's on the pre-show, which sucks, and I don't understand it. This one is going to be, as Biggie puts it, two beefy men slapping meat. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be, they were chucking steel steps like they were freaking like pennies out of a window last week. It is gonna be powerful. It's gonna be painful, and I'm here for every single moment of it.
I think this is the match that needs to be like, in a cage, not even a cage, but like like just no holds barred. But I really want to see the wrestling power of these two, because that's what it doesn't need weapons, it doesn't need anything, but they should be completely locked into each other. Maybe a strap match, where they
You know
tie
what?
the
They don't even need gimmicks. Just let them go. Like just a
just let
note,
them
like a
go.
street fight type of
Oh
thing.
my
Because that's
gosh.
because this is the first time since this feud has began that they actually caught hands with each other, and it took them damn near the whole locker room to break them apart. And even
Yeah.
then, it was like that's what they need. They needed like a no disqualification type of match, but it's gonna be what Jim Ross would say, a slobber knocker. And I'm
Slobber
gonna go.
knocker.
I'm gonna go Oba. Oba's gonna win it. This.
No, no,
Yes.
no, he's not. He look at your name, and you're gonna say Oba.
Yeah.
He is
I
not gonna
agree.
beat the Beast Incarnate. Brock still has that beast in him. He's gonna show Oba, you're still beneath me, and I say Brock wins this one, but we aren't over with this yet.
I got you, but yeah, like I said, so you got that. Yeah, so we touched up on all 3 of the 4 matches, which is I'm okay with. Sorry, I got. So who do you have? So is the Bella Twins actually going to be in that 4-way women's tag team match with Nia and Lash, Charlotte, Alexa, Bailey,
Yeah.
Lyra, and the Bella Twins? Are they cleared yet, or are they going to be replaced with Asuka and Io?
I haven't dug down that rabbit hole. Besides, there was a backstage promo on SmackDown with Danhausen and one of the Bella twin.
Yes,
What was it? Was it Nikki?
I think so.
Yeah,
No, it was Brie. It
and
was Brie.
he's like, Brie, and then he's like, "Where's the other clone?" When he called her a clone and not a twin, like it just makes me want to call all twins clones. Hey, no disrespect. Multiplicity was one of my favorite movies.
That was a clone movie.
I think
It wasn't.
yeah,
It wasn't
yeah.
a twin. That was a clone.
Yeah. Okay, so I like clones better than twins. I don't know, but dude, I don't know. I fear that they're gonna put the titles on them, because they have really been just like adding sugar to all the spice of the tag team stories with the women. But do I hope that I kind of hope that Alexa Bliss or Flair turn on each other.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I wouldn't be upset if Lash and Nia retained.
Yeah, I could definitely see that. So that that's going to be my pick. They're gonna keep the belts on them. Um, I, the only other
I don't know.
person that they're really pushing right now is Bailey, but they're pushing her more of a singles match, and that was really the last 2 weeks ish. So,
Yeah.
so we got that one. So, what do you think about the really god awful Seth Rollins versus Gunther match that out of all the matches just doesn't fit on this card at all?
Okay. The only reason I want to see it is because Seth can't lose. Not going to happen. Never. It's definitely not going to be, the over of Seth Rollins. It's going to put Gunther in his place and maybe put him back as a mid card.
Yeah,
I hope.
like it's a match I really don't want to see. I'll watch it, but I have a feeling Seth is going to win because you don't really want to kill his momentum going into whatever they're going to be doing with the vision. So,
Or Gunther wins it, but somehow, some way, Seth gets rehired.
exactly. So,
Because honestly, Seth can't be done yet. Seth isn't done yet.
oh no,
What's up, Pyro? What up, man?
so
Thanks for coming
I
in.
just lost my lineup. All right.
Okay, so
which one?
I got to agree with Robert Allen.
What's up?
He says, Robert Allen says, Oba wins, then Brock wins at SummerSlam. Oba wins at Survivor. No, Survivor Series, then Brock retires. I don't know. I think it goes Brock, Oba at Backlash, or I'm sorry, Oba first, Brock at Backlash, and then Oba at SummerSlam. Brock retires at SummerSlam.
Yeah, I can see that. All right.
Yeah.
So, do we know if Liv Morgan got cleared yet? Because she took a nasty face-to-face bump. Excuse me, with was it Roxanne Perez on Monday, and ended up with this huge, like egg-sized lump on her head. And I know she was in the concussion protocol. Did she get cleared yet? Do you know, or?
I don't know. I also was kind of hoping that it was a little special effects makeup.
Oh no,
but that was real.
Yeah, that looked gruesome. So you got Stephanie versus Liv. You know what? I have a feeling they're going to be pushing Liv, and I have a feeling Liv is going to win it. Yeah. So.
I think it is time for some Liv time, but I'm trying to think who's gonna face Liv once she's the champion, because then they gotta they gotta push the come on. Okay, all right.
So
but then it's giant versus small.
You gotta remember what they did with Diesel and Shawn Michaels when Diesel was Shawn Michaels' bodyguard and turned on him. It's the same there.
Yeah.
So that's what they're gonna do. She's gonna win it, and then probably Backlash, maybe. Yeah. So.
Right. Oh man, Robert
Which
Allen,
one?
you said Brie was coming back. She should have went to AEW.
Which one?
Oh, yeah. What?
I'm just trying to go through the card and figure out which one we haven't talked about yet. Give me a second. I lost my page and I'm trying to figure out where it was.
I think that's pretty much.
Yeah, the only one that we didn't talk about was the AJ Lee Becky Lynch match, and
because that doesn't matter.
Yeah, I personally, if AJ wins, I'll be okay with it. Becky loses, I'll be okay with it.
Do you think that AJ Lee still has some wrestling skills? Because all I seen was a whole lot of ring rust.
Yep.
And Becky Lynch making her look good.
Yeah. So the question I have is, since we went through all the matches, how much out of that CM Punk Roman Reigns match, how much interference is going to be in this match? because
Oh,
there's going to be enough to call shenanigans on this whole operation if you haven't already thrown that flag yet.
okay. So room. Okay, so are they opening WrestleMania or ending
That I don't
WrestleMania?
know. It is the main event. Well, is it the main event?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want to say it has to be the main event. If the Oba match is on the pre-show, that would be the main event.
Okay.
So
Well, something big is happening, and if it doesn't, then like I said, WWE is not really pulling these high stakes anymore. That's why that's why ticket sales are so down.
not plus
Because you're not.
the price. When you got to give a 25% coupon this past weekend to get people to buy tickets, that it's still not saying anything. Like,
Not once.
I mean, you're still gonna.
I've never seen them have to talk about tickets so much during a wrestling event.
Oh no, because any other time the event would usually be close to sold out or sold out by now. And
Yeah.
it's just when you price out your fans early, they don't want to come back. And then on top of that, you give them an absolute garbage card. They're not going to be coming back. I don't care. I don't care what you said. Like it's not.
That's why
Yeah, it's
that's
not
why they
good.
that's why they need John Cena, and then that's why something big like The Rock has to happen.
And then TKO has their hands all over this because they keep on adding these celebrities in it that nobody cares about. Nobody wants to see them. They're taking away spots that actually legit talent could have because they want to draw more people in. And I'm like, so you're telling me Jelly Roll is going to get a match before Carmelo Hayes does? Or actually, two of them because wasn't he on last year's too? So he's going to have two matches before Carmelo gets one.
Before Solo.
Yeah, before Solo gets one. Tell me how that makes sense. Like, I understand this is still entertainment after all. I get that, and I get that point. But when you bring the entertainment out before the wrestling and before the storylines, and you push that to the front, then it's going to go all out the window. Nobody wants to see it. Yeah.
I appreciate Jelly Roll being there just because he's lost all this weight. He really got the wrestling bug, and he does put in the work behind the scenes. I've heard some great things about him, but I would have been okay with him doing the theme song or doing the entrance and then getting involved. There's too much stories now.
Like during COVID, what's his name? The dude that did the theme song for 20 and 21. Oh shoot, I forget the guy's name. The guy that sang Blinded Lights. You don't see him on the show, and he did.
The Weeknd.
Yeah, he did the Weeknd for he did the theme song for back-to-back WrestleManias, but yet you do not see him on WrestleMania at all. But yet Jelly Roll is on there twice. Make that make sense.
Yeah. I also don't like how they're going with the Pat McAfee. And now didn't Pat McAfee take the belt? So if they come back with a TKA logo on this belt,
it's gonna be so bad. So bad. Like, and now this is why I'm starting to move more towards AEW than anything else.
Roman and Punk are the main event of night 2. Okay, so the first night is really going to be the marinating of how night 2 is going to go. There's going to be some big interference of a twist with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton. And I think that's going to justify what's going to happen at night 2. It's got to happen this way. You could really lose. They could really drop the ball and WWE lose it all with this WrestleMania.
Oh, 100%. Like they're between that, the Saudi one next year, if that even takes place, This is really I've never said this before up until WrestleMania 3. This is really a
Yep.
make or break WrestleMania for WWE. And
Yep.
if this doesn't go well, I can see TKO selling the company.
Yeah, they need a Mankind falling off the off the cage wrestling moment.
You know, I hate to say it, somebody needs to die before,
Whoa.
I'm not saying somebody will die, but what I'm saying is they need that type of level to get something going with this, because it's a card that I don't, outside of like 3 matches and 2 of them are on the pre-show, I really don't care. I really don't care about.
It's the nostalgia for me. I keep watching and hoping that these twists and turns of old school wrestling is really going to happen again.
Isn't that the definition of insanity? You're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting something different. And
Yep. I'm a crazy wrestling fan.
And again, this is why I'm starting to lean more and more into AEW, because at least they're somewhat original and they don't bring in, celebrities all the time. Or if they do, it's every once in a while. It's not on every show, and they actually have some rivalries that I actually want to see. Basically, anything MJF puts his name on, I'm here for it. So
yeah, and even TNA and WWE's got some ownership of TNA. There is some good stories that they could bring over.
I was going to say, speaking of which, I don't know if it's true or not, but did WWE not ban any TNA talent that's been on AEW?
Yes,
from being on WWE Network TV.
Yeah, they cannot go over there.
Yeah,
they can't do nothing. I'm pretty sure there's a few that haven't been around. I don't really know names, but I just only see faces. And I'm pretty.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. We do have to talk about this before we leave. The Lucha AAA.
Yes.
Show that happened last night. And the El Grande versus El Grande is now coming up. Mask versus mask match. And you know what? It's not getting much run up here in America, but in Mexico, it is going crazy. And there was an actual brawl between those two. And it was a brawl that it was an actual brawl. They didn't try to break them up until 7 or 8 minutes into the brawl. And it's what everything should be in a rivalry. And and I never thought I would say I'm okay with the second Americano Grande. That not the first one, not the original one. The Ludwig one. I am here for that one.
Okay, Robert Allen. I'm glad you brought this up because I really wanted to say this real quick. Who wins tonight? Yeah, Kenny Omega versus MJF. MJF wins it.
You know what? If this was Kenny Omega from like 10 years ago, I would have said Kenny Omega. Before he came down with that diverticulitis or whatever he had, that gut issue. Before he came down with that, and ever since then, he hasn't really been the same. I understand age and all, but if this was the one from 10 years ago, I would have said Kenny. But I'm going to go MJF. It's going to be a hell of a match. And to be honest with you, I forgot it was on tonight, so I might actually have to jump on. Was it HBO Max? I think it is
HBO. Yeah,
I might have to jump on that after we get done here and take a look at it. But yeah, thank you for bringing that up. Those two have been cutting crazy promos on each other too, and I'm okay with I'm okay with either one of them winning. But I kind of want to see MJF to win it. So,
yep. I was also going to say the Edge and Christian match coming up too. Yeah. That's going to be tonight too.
Yeah,
right?
I think so. They had like the most random thing that kills me about AEW is I don't exactly know when their pay-per-views are, because sometimes they'll have like a big show in the middle of a week on like a Wednesday, and I'm like, is this a pay-per-view or like? But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's just my simple mind not formulating for AEW or no. So,
oh my. Yep. Wow, we got through it all. There is so much that I can't wait to see the what if of what really happens, because this resets the year after WrestleMania. Like it's like a new season right after WrestleMania. You know, you got your payback at Backlash, and then it's a whole new season. Hopefully they do something very well. Hey, Jeff Harmon jumped in. I appreciate Jeff for coming in. Jeff Harmon is
next week we will not be on the air because of WrestleMania. You don't want to see us much trying to talk about what happened on night one. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Hopefully everybody will be here. Hopefully, or Dino has officially got a job at the bowling alley he's at right now.
Hey, I'm pretty sure he saw Paul Stanley, so I think it justifies the.
He was bowling right next to him in the lane next to him. It was 2 for 1.
But okay, so I'm glad that I'm not the only one that gets Elegant Sasquatch heat when I'm not here. Tactical Santa, I hope that you loved our what ifs and we can have a great conversation about it in 2 weeks. We're going to be talking about it all week long, ready for this WrestleMania to happen. And right before WrestleMania happens, we have this Beard Mania 2 dropping, the 4th and final member, Bray Wyatt, the Buzzer King.
Yes, sir.
It is an awesome scent profile. I have yet to smell it, but once I order it, I think it's going to be a banger. He's got some chase labels too. Not many companies do chase labels, so definitely drop in on those.
I think I might be the only one that actually does it.
Ooh, yeah. Let me get you a bigger screen real quick.
That's the John Cena chase right there.
For 3 out of the 4, dude. Last year's Forge scents were amazing. I still have them. I've reordered them. And I think that this one, he is going to bring some bangers. Hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Hey, yo. So check out theelegantsasquatch.com. Those scents drop in 3 days.
Yes, sir.
And if you haven't checked out Elegant Sasquatch, like Dino says, I don't know what you're thinking. Check him out.
If you use if you use the code Suplex at checkout, you save 20%. Free shipping after $45, which is great. All 4 scents will be up there as a bundle for Beardmania 2. I'm not gonna have Beardmania 1 because I don't have enough to have a 4-pack of the Beardmania 1s. Not right now, maybe later in the week. But I will have the 4-pack of Beardmania 2 up, plus the individual scents. So check me out, Suplex. At checkout, 20%. I don't know what else I can say.
Wow, we have gotten through so much. Thank you all for getting in and hanging out with your boys, talking some wrestling, talking some beards, and we were talking beards because it was beards connected to wrestling with Beardomania 2. I'm getting so good with these promos. You should start paying me, buddy.
I mean,
your boy, J.
You're co-owner, aren't you?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not taking no credit for that. I am not. I am just a loyal fan who buys my tickets to your Beardomanias. So, 30 Spray J, the Sasquatch. Thank you for watching Suplex Syndicate. We are out. As soon as it loads.
Up dogging.
It does it every time. Come on.
Oh.